Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Got a great one for you here today. In the bottom left of Knockout, we have Scan, everyone's favorite Terran. And in the bottom right, don't you even dare you say Toggles that you like more than Scan, you traitor. In the bottom right, we have the greatest macro Protoss in the world. It's Best. All right, should be an excellent game. Scan is in like try-hard practice mode right now, guys. Scan is in unbelievable shape. He's been #1 on the ladder lately. He's killing it. He's killing it. He's so good right now, and I'm unbelievably looking forward to seeing the qualifiers. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, all the qualifiers will be on ArtosisCasts. They'll be up a couple days after they're played. There's just some rules about when they get posted. So yeah, those will be up on the channel, and I'll get them up as quickly as they possibly can get up. So look for that. I'm very, very excited about it. I'll also be casting both of the like big open tournaments, in case anyone was wondering about that. There's like 2 ASL Opens, I think they're called. They got rid of ACS, and it's just a giant bracket tournament now. So all of that will end up being on ArtosisCasts. Yes, I'm so excited. A lot of people have been asking about that lately, and I did get confirmation today. So we are going to be good. I'm going to get the clean feeds and do all that. Very, very excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm chilling right now. I'm so excited about it, really. This ASL season is going to be badass. Okay. Woo! I actually have like chills, the biggest smile on my face. I hope you guys are having a nice day. I am just in a great, great mood and excited about what StarCraft's going to look like this year. It's just there's so much good stuff going on. I'm excited about all the great content that's going to be coming to ArtosisCast. The new ASL season is going to be amazing. Me and Tasteless are super hyped about casting that. So yeah, things are looking good. Now, taking a look at this game, it is a Nexus first, and it is what looks like a factory expansion here from Scan, and he's unfortunately going to scout Best a little bit late, and that's a little bit of a late scout as well. So we will talk about that in a second, but first I do want to thank you guys for tuning in. I realize that there is so much that you could do with your time, and the fact that you want to spend some watching some Brood War makes me incredibly happy that I'm not the only crazy one that loves this 26-year-old game, or however, right? It's 26 right now, almost 27 years old, and it feels like it's going to last literally forever at this point. Tasteless showed me some meme the other day that said like Gramp Slop on it and showed all the best video games ever made. And I'm like, oh, are we Gramps now, guys? I don't know. There's definitely some younger people that have gotten into Brood War as well, and I do hope that that continues also. Now, this is a factory expansion, but like I said, we got to talk about the way that Scan has done this. So he's getting his command center pretty quickly. He scouted a little bit late. Like this was maybe a 15 scout, right? So like the guy who finished the barracks maybe, or right around then, went out to scout. Now that is not normal for the matchup. This is, it's rare to see. If no probe comes to your base, like if a probe comes to your base, sometimes that's just how it ends up. That you want to keep one home. Like the extra SCV home, because the probe is going to cause you lost mining time. But like to purposely do it like this, like I saw Midas do it like 2 years ago, and it was a really interesting build. And then more recently, I've seen it once or twice. Okay, and he actually gets in and kills 2 probes on this Nexus first build, which, by the way, even though he killed 2 probes, it's going to be like 6 probes up or something because it's a greedy version. So Scan scouted this last. But yeah, I have to talk about exactly what Scan opened with here. So Scan opening with the later scout allows builds like this to get further ahead of him. Scouting later can be trendy, and it can be just a solid way to play as well. Like but you have to, you will take the worst ends of some build orders. And look at this. This is pre 5 minutes. So Best is actually playing like an insane person at the moment. That is, I can't even believe that he went Nexus first, 1 gate, range, third nexus, robo. This actually opens up Scan potentially getting damage with like a 1-fact push. That does, like, this is crazy. I can't believe what we're looking at. When this move out from Scan, I think Scan is doing this thinking that it's probably a robo. Like, probably either an observer's being made right now or a reaver, like, is starting to be made, like a shuttle's being made and then a reaver. I think that's actually what we're looking at. But he's actually, what he's doing is catching, like, the greediest thing I've ever seen from Best. God, I actually have so much to say about this weird position. Like, watching Scan decide to scout later here and just have this kind of blanket, like, push out. The push out kind of gives him some information. Look at this. He's sending the Vulture up. Now, since he didn't get to push any harder than that right there, like, that was just a poke and he checked here. And then he got zoned out of actually checking for this. So he doesn't actually know about this base yet. He still doesn't know what's happening. His engineering bay is coming up on time. And he'll probably throw up 3 missile turrets is my guess. Now, third factory, speed. No second gas. Oh, I'm getting chills again. Oh, my God. Okay, the Vulture just went by here. So he knows now that this is a command center, I'm pretty sure. He's getting a third tank. This is going to have to be like a tactical masterpiece, I think, from Scan to win this game. Like, I believe at this point, Scan has to push across the map and get a bunch of damage to make this game even. Because, like, Best is going to start running away with it really, really quickly here. He's on 4-gate Observer Goon, which I think is actually the best possible thing he could be doing against what Scan is doing here, considering the openings. And he's got his third Nexus. He's getting... Look at this. He's up 10 workers right now. Scan's only on 37 workers. Now, notice how he didn't end up making the missile turrets because he did get the Vulture by and he realizes that there's an expand. Siege mode is on the way right now. That takes 50 seconds, so we're about 40 seconds out maybe of that being finished. Now he's coming to the front door. Going to lay a few mines here. He does have a mine here already. Here comes the Observer. These armies are similar in strength right now. Ooh, Best eats a mine. Eats another mine. They're similar in strength, but Scan has to utilize his army really, really well because the Vultures block the tank, and so he loses 1 tank there, pulls back really, really, really well. That's a lot of Vultures, guys. Like, this is the power of the 3-fact. Oh my God, the Vulture's actually doing so well at the moment. But Best actually started a 4th Nexus because he's crazy. Scan gets rid of those goons, but 4 more goons are ready. Now, 4 goons do beat this army. Well, that's only 3 goons right there. He does have to pull that back. But it's very micro-intensive. Now, Scan gets the Vultures in. This is what I was talking about a little bit. It has to be a really tactical attack because he was never going to likely kill him with the attack, but you can do things like this where the goons get out of position and then you run in. Some kind of sharp-esque moves. So he sieges up here. Going to try to get some probes. Vulture's coming in to stall this out, but the probes actually surround the siege tanks. I got to go back to Scan's base and see what's going on. Okay, he's stopping his rallies. Armory. 3 factory only, no missile turrets. Down 8 workers. This looks so good for Best. This looks like a terrible position for Scan. The 4 Vultures he got in didn't kill quite enough. I think he did just slightly miss micro the attack. It was actually overall very good control, but the 1 tank that got stuck in front of the Vultures really, really changed the way that battle is going. If that tank could have pulled back and not died right away, like, he's still going to lose some tanks for sure. But if you just keep them up a little bit longer, the problem is once you get through shields, Vultures don't deal much damage to Dragoons. They're large units. Vultures have concussive damage. They deal 5 damage a shot. Right? That's not very good damage. It takes a long time for them to kill it. You have to really overwhelm. 3rd command center, couple more facts, 2nd add-on. Scan trying to recover his position. He is getting those SCVs up. Academy on the way. So hopefully he can get into mid-60s there. The problem that I see is that if this Observer kind of moves forward a little bit and sees the command center, Best should just make another Nexus. And as soon as Best makes another Nexus, like, Best on 5 bases with 70 probes is the scariest you can get. It's the scariest you can get. Okay, so the Observer sees a missile turret being made. He sees him moving into a defensive position. Look at the supply differential already. And now this is not a situation in which Best can go up and just kill Scan right now. That would be like the dumbest thing he could possibly do. Adding the gateways, definitely correct. Again, a 5th Nexus, I think, is completely correct. If he just goes mass units here, though, it won't surprise me because he's Best. And, like, he can headbutt people to death, basically. He's, what's that guy saying? Buakwa or something? Never mind. He's the greatest. But yeah. Let's see. 58 SCV. So, like, Scan is kind of recovering into a decent position. He's got, like, a decent army for 11-ish minutes. He's got decent-ish SCV count, but nothing fantastic. Whereas Best has all the probes he wants for the whole game, probably. Plenty of gateways. His Zealot legs are about to finish. He's got multiple shuttles. He's getting a Templar Archives. I don't know if he has shuttle speed, actually. I didn't notice that. I assume he does. He's getting Observer speed, in fact. The Observer's going up here, so I think he is going to go ahead and take a 5th Nexus. It looks like he wanted to fill out his production before that, but he definitely should be taking an additional Nexus here. And he's just going to max out. Look at his supply, 170 to 114. It's insane. You know, he takes that little risk. He goes, Nexus first, Scan scouts him late. 3rd Nexus before 5 minutes. It's like already we're in a desperate situation for Scan. And this is part of the reason why you don't scout late. Well, people do scout late sometimes. And the thing is, again, in more normal situations, if it's not like a Nexus first, the scouting late might be better. But if you're doing factory expansion, Scan once famously said, I mean, not Scan. Flash once famously said that if you're going factory expansion, you have to kill Nexus first if you see it. That's like the whole reason, in Flash's opinion, to go for factory expansion is so that you can punish Nexus first builds. Because all the other builds don't really punish, right? They just let them get away with it. And this would be a factory expansion version that lets them get away with it. Now, this drop is doing so much damage while I talk about other things. He's already gotten 5 depots and all the missile turrets. Drops these Reavers behind. Oh, man. Okay, well, Scan knocks that out. 5th Nexus is almost done. Whew, 189 to 107, guys. He's up 82 supply right now. That's a lot, in case you were wondering. He's got like 40 more units. He's got like more than 3 groups more units. It's crazy. Best is maxed out here at 13 minutes with Psystorm, double speed, double robo speed shuttle, 5 bases, photon cannons already up. No one ever puts it there. It's crazy what he has. It's absolutely insane, and Scan's going to die here 100%. So yeah, it's really interesting to see Scan go for that very late Scout Factory expansion. You know, it can be a very comfortable build if they're just taking a regularly timed Nexus, but when it's a greedy one like Best... Here, I'll actually go over it in a second, because Scan's going to GG here. Yeah, we should be seeing that GG. I'm not sure why Scan's still in the game here, honestly. I think he's in such try-hard practice mode. It's like he's actually still microing. I think he's just kind of going through the motions. GG. Okay, let's go to 1 minute, 50 seconds. So I can actually explain this properly. Okay. So here we go, 13. So basically, here's the thing, right? You start your gas at about 1 minute and 38 seconds if you're boosting well, something like that, right? So 136. Okay, you got this at 137. Great. Now, normally, if you're doing a factory expansion, and as I said, you know, Flash has gone on record saying if you go factory expansion, you have to kill Nexus first. Okay? Now, there's a huge variety of Nexus first builds right now. A huge variety. There's the Forge Expand. There's 1 gate. There's 2 gate. There's 2 gate 5 Zealot. There's 2 gate into Quick Dragoon. There's 1 gate Zealot into Dragoon, right? Like, these are all very different and require very different ways to play. Okay? So, like, the 5 Zealot version that we've seen some lately, I actually don't know if that one's going to last. It feels like Terrans have already figured out the counter. That game that I had against Sharp looks clear to me that that is probably not going to stay around. But the 2 gate version of Nexus First, you cut a few probes so that you get more Zealots so that you can potentially hold the bust. Okay? So if you scout a 2 gate version, you can decide either if you want to bust it or you don't. It feels to me like a coin flip. Like, I feel like I bust it half the time and I don't bust it half the time. It feels like a pretty even thing where it's like, okay, do I want to do this? I can expand or not. Now, what normally happens with the factory expansion. Okay, so that was a little overview of Nexus First. And now I got to show you about factory expansion and why Scan got so far behind. Okay, so that SCV right there that just popped, or maybe it's that one right there. Okay, if you're doing factory expansion, this SCV scouts. And what it normally does is an N scout. So it goes the letter N. It goes top. It goes to one corner and then across to the other corner. The reason for this is to check the 2 close spawns for Nexus First. Because if they go close spawn Nexus First, even if it's the 2 gate variant, you have potential to bust it with the factory expansion. If they go 2 gate the Nexus First variant cross map with 2 gates, you cannot bust it. Against even a weaker player, you will not bust it. The additional, like, 12 seconds per unit to get across the map, that's like an average of how much longer it takes, I believe. What is it, 10 seconds, 12 seconds? It just makes it basically impossible to bust. The 1 gate variant you could still bust, but you don't get here quick enough sometimes to even scout that you want to do that, okay? Now, the 1 gate variant in a close spawn, like what Best has done here, you bust 100% of the time, okay? It's literally like most Protoss pros, if they go for the variant that's just 1 gate, and you come with the SCV Marine Vulture attack, they'll just pull the probes away and go up the ramp and just be like, yeah, okay, you got it. And they actually won't really be far behind. Terran has to react just right to that because Protoss is actually up a lot of probes at that point. So Scan with this later scout, even though this could do better against, see, he scouted with the Barracks SCV. Even though he would be slightly better against some builds, and in fact, if there was a Nexus First here, he actually has bust potential. And let's just take a look. I'm pretty sure he has bust potential if it's here too. We're right on the line for that because he's optimized it to get the faster command center. So it looks like even if there was a Nexus First here, he probably would have gone command center. Anyways, that's what I kind of wanted to point out to you guys. Yeah, you give up things when you gain things, basically, right? Like, he gains a little bit against other builds with this build and then fell really far behind because Best happened to be the last spot doing the Greediest Nexus First. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you next time.